NAMM 2020, and we're at the Korg booth with the new Korg Wavestate. What is it?
So the Korg Wavestate is a brand new product out of Korg R&D in California. It's a sample-based synthesizer that hallmarks back to the old Korg Wavestation and the Prophet VS line of synths. It uses vector technology to dynamically modulate between the volumes of like 4 different layers, and each of these 4 layers can be loaded with a lot of different samples. And the killer part about it is our wave sequencing 2.0 technology, which gives you an individual sequencer for the timing, the samples, the pitch of those samples, the amplitude shape of those samples, the gate length, and the step sequencer patterns. And you have complete control over those sequencers. So it's not just limited to going from step 1 to step 16. You can loop between step 3 and step 7 if you want to, or randomly pick the loop length. So you can get some really evolving pads and chords, and even outside of that application, you can use it as like a pseudo workstation. Load 4 totally different sounds on each axis, and then like mix between them. You could have like a kick on B, a bass line on A, a pad on C, and like some drums on D.
So you can really easily switch between them.
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, and so in terms of modulation, you have like an envelope for your filter, your amplitude, your pitch, and also a programmable vector envelope for mixing between the four layers. And you have a lot of filters. There's like a Poly 6 filter model, an MS-20 filter model, some multi-mode filters, and even a morphing filter where you can morph between high pass to band pass with modulation. You can sequence it. And it's got an effects section that's similar to what's found in like the Minilog XD and the Prolog. You have like a lot of compressors, amp cabinet models, and lots of delays, tape delay models, multi-band delays, and quite a few reverbs. So this thing is a very powerful unit, but it's really accessible and easy to get deep in and start programming interesting things.
Yeah, the whole layout is very easy, but it has so many features built in, right?
Yeah, and it has a lot of performance controls so that when you're on the stage, you don't have to dive deep into the menus to program things. You can preset modulations that happen as you turn these knobs. So if you have like variations you want, you can just program them in and then have them happen just with one knob turn. And you have like 4 banks of sounds that you can access with 16 slots per bank. So you can load complete setlets and just go straight from each song's parts with just one button press. And it's got 64 voices that can be allocated between all 4 of the parts, so you're almost never going to run out of the ability to make your sounds happen.
Do you know anything about the resale price already? Is it
yeah, so it's going to be $79.99.
And the release date?
It's going to be shipping soon in the next couple months.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.